I think there are so many things in the world that are very small, but they might affect a very big thing when everyone does the small things. And actually, when we're throwing away so much edible food, it becomes a big problem. So with expiry dates, I think it's really not working because we're throwing away so much, and it's disrespectful to the environment, it's disrespectful to ourselves and our money and our time, it's disrespectful to the farmers who grew the food, and disrespectful to the planet. So I think something really needed to change, and I think that's why we wanted to create the new generation of expiry labelling. I noticed that there was no way for people with visual impairments to access food expiry labels, and so this is, I thought, such an important piece of information we need because it's related to safety. And so this is where the project all started from. And the inspiration actually came from when I was looking at an old banana and the skin was changing, turning brown and turning spotty. It was clearly trying to tell me something. And I wondered why my plastic packaging can't behave in the same way and kind of change its texture and do something like that. I made this label that is able to do the same thing. So Mimica Touch is the first ever tactile food expiry label. So it means that you have to touch it to get the information from it. So if the label feels smooth, it means the food is safe. And when you feel bumps, that's when the food has spoiled. And the way that works is basically there's a multi-layer structure. So at the bottom we have these plastic bumps, and then we put a layer of, in our first version we're using gelatin gel. That's why when you feel it at the start, it's like a solid barrier between your finger and the bumps underneath. And then as the gel decays, it actually starts turning from a solid to a liquid, thus breaking the barrier, and that's how you can feel the bumps underneath. So it's actually a very simple system, and all of this is inside this label. Even if you don't care about the environment or preserving our resources for the future, then I think everyone cares about not being wasteful with their own money. So basically, if you can use your food for longer, that's going to save you money. And in the UK, it was calculated that the average person throws away £200 worth of food. I think if you have an idea or an interesting concept, whether it makes perfect sense or it's completely crazy, I think either way, no one's going to do it for you. And if you don't do it, no one else will, and that idea will never benefit society. So just take the first steps, get as much advice as possible, and just go for it.